I'm Hervé Acloque. I'm the deputy coordinator of the GENE-SWitCH project, and a project that we are working with Elisabetta Giuffra and Camille Bénard to coordinate the project. So I will briefly present who we are. So we have a consortium of 11 partners, most of them located in the west of Europe. Anyway. So you can see it on the map. And the aim of the project is really to get two products. The first one is to deliver underpinning knowledge on the pig and chicken genomes. So finally, what we name functional annotations. And the second one is to be able to use this information to improve the genomic prediction for pig and chicken and poultry sectors. So this is a brief summary of the aims of the project. So on the upper part, I don't have the pointer anyway. So on the upper part, what you can see is what we name functional annotations. So we are started at four stages. We are comparing 4 stages. And we looked at how genes are regulated and expressed in these different stages in different tissues. And with this information, we can really understand where are the regulatory elements in the genomes of the pig and the chicken genome. And when we have this information, we can use it in the second part of the project because some genetics variants can be located in these regulatory regions and so may interfere with gene expression and finally with the phenotypes we are looking for livestock productions. And this also can be used for genomic selection, but also perhaps to improve the understanding on the diet, on the effect of diet and the environment on the genome of the animals and on the phenotypes of these animals. So finally, the aim is that we can use all this information to reach different objectives. And this is finally this is only tools, and after the society, the European countries have to decide a bit what they want to do with. So what we are doing on functional annotation, so as I said before, we are studying 4 stages of development. So for those that are not really aware, the first one is early fetal development or embryonic development, where the organs are formed, but they're not developed at all. You don't have much differentiation of the cells. The second one is late organogenesis, so where the organs are formed and start to be functional, but not really. And at the end, you have 2 stages after birth, so the newborn, at the beginning of the functionality of the organs, and later in adults, in puber adults, so when they're able to reproduce, and also where you're starting to have the aging of the tissues. And so for this part of the project, so we want to identify functional elements and to see the switch. So because some regulatory elements that we are all looking in adult animals or young animals can be not active in early stages of development. But these early stages of development are important to build organs. So finally, we cannot see it at the end, but they are important at the beginning. And the genetic information that can be in these regulatory elements can be important also to build the phenotypes. So how to link the 2 aims? So the first aim is to do the annotation of the genomes and to provide annotated genome annotation maps. And the second one is to use this information for applied research to really use it to select animals. So we decided in the project to start this by developing 2 different approaches. One is a classical one that aims at introducing this information in the model for genomic selection, and in which measure it can help to predict the phenotypes, in addition to the genetic informations. And the second one is to say whether there can be some effect of the diet on the epigenome, so on the regulation of the expression of the genes, and if we can use it to better manage livestock production. So finally, the third aim of the project, but is more a global packaging, is really to be to apply the FAIR principles. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's a way that the data we are going to produce could be findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. And for that, we decided to coordinate the data management in one place, what we named the Funk Data Portal that is accessible online at this internet address, but also to try to disseminate, communicate, and to train people to be aware of these informations and to be able to use it. So that was the two objectives of this third M. So what we want to do finally by combining all these aspects of the project, providing basic knowledge on the functionality of the genomes in chicken and pigs, and to provide reference annotation maps, to pave the way for further studies and strategies for animal selection, but also to show that this project have interest also for stakeholders by an increased understanding of the value of functional genomes to face current and future challenges to sustainable production. So during this meeting, you can also see more in details what we are doing by going to the different sessions that are explained there. So on Monday, Tuesday, this week. And thank you for your attention.